What is going on, all you beautiful people? So I've got something a little different for you today. So the usual stuff that you guys see from me is just kind of unboxings and things like that. Because, well, honestly, that's the kind of content I have right now. I haven't really felt like doing any full-on reviews or anything like that. So just unboxings were easy for me to film. This one I've been sitting on for a little bit since Blade Show. So this isn't really an unboxing. This is I've had this knife for, since June. So the beginning of June, I've carried it quite frequently. I really do enjoy it. So if we'll kind of get into it here in just a second. I apologize. I had paused it there. I was trying to figure out what the noise was. My dog is snoring in the background. So just if you hear any background noise, just ignore it tonight. I apologize. Usually my nighttime videos are a little quieter, but tonight I have a snoring dog in the background. So what we have here is a Hogue Collector Series, as you can see. So got the box here. The box is empty, but this is the Counterstrike Cocobolo Double Edge Magna Cut. They made 12 of these, so I just didn't want to feel like getting it out of the box and all that stuff. So just kind of once you get it out of the box, you've got a little bit different pouch. I don't know if the regular the Counterstrike comes in this pouch or not. But inside with that, of course, with the Counterstrike, they do give you a screw to replace your glass breaker, because thank you. That's why. I have zero reason to have a glass breaker on the end of my out the front. I don't know why every OTF has them. I'm sure it's got something to do with, law enforcement having, OTFs are easier, blah, blah, blah. But if they're in the civilian market, I have other ways of breaking glass. So I love that they were able to do that, or that they did that for us. So you don't have to worry about having that hideous glass breaker on the end of it. That's why I like, things like Guardian Tactical. Those guys don't do glass breakers. A lot of my Takcoms don't have glass breakers. It's what I like. So here is your COA. You can kind of read it there. So mine is number 6 of 12. Again, they only made 12 of these in total. In there, you also get your warranty card from Hogue. If you guys want to read that, you're more than welcome to. Tells you knives are sharp, maintain your knives, all things that we know. And then, of course, your sticker. So now on to the knife. So here we go. So here is my Cocobolo. So I picked this one out specifically. There were, I think when I got mine, I can't remember if they had sold 4 or 6, how many were left. I want to say there were 8 left out of the 12. Or no, excuse me, there were 6, because I looked at 6 knives. I apologize. So there were 6 different knives that were left out of the 12 that they had. And he let me, he took the time with me and let me look at each and every one of them side by side, because they are all different. Because of course Hogue is known for their wood scales, or for their wood grips on their on pew-pews, we'll say. So this is made with the same Cocobolo as their Cocobolo grips. And so I like the dark line that ran through this one. Got a little lighter on the edges and darker on the center. I really enjoyed that. Again, there you can see you've got the screw to replace the glass breaker. And you do have a lanyard hole, which I've actually thought about putting a small lanyard on this. Just sometimes when I go to grab it out of my pocket, it is a little hard to grab, because it is a very deep carry pocket clip. So it is 100% deep carry. Good, strong retention on the pocket clip, nothing crazy. You do have of course, the aluminum back here that has the same fluting as the front. Really beautiful lines in this knife. I absolutely enjoy it. The contouring, the way the knife is cut out, and you know, everything. It just fits in the hand really well. The action on this thing is incredible. I'm gonna hold off a little bit before I fire it, but the weight of the spring, the way that they have the switch, it's really easy. I mean, it just shoots out strong, and it's been 100% accurate. I've carried it. I use it. You'll see that there's some marring, you know, some little scuffs on my blade. You know, that's just because it's a collector's knife, but I'm not a knife collector per se. I'm a knife carrier and a knife user. I just happen to have many knives. So there's your Magna Cut. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it to focus there. There's your Magna Cut. And then your Hogue logo. Again, just such awesome action on these things. And you know, they talk about the sharp edge. So that's one thing that you will find with these, is that they are stupid sharp. I mean, just freaking ridiculous, man. Well, I'm flubbing it up, but this might be the edge I've been using, but like I said, I've been using the hell out of it. So yeah, because right there on the tip, it's still very, very sharp. But this knife has been used for 6 months, almost 6 months now, and it's still sharp. It'll still cut you very, 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 very easily. It has no problems opening any packages. Magna Cut seems to have held its edge pretty well. I've used it to cut pieces of wood off the reels at work. I've used it for, you know, opening which what most everybody uses them for, is opening up Amazon packages. I don't have any issues with it. I've had zero issues cutting through cardboard. You know, it's got pretty decent edge geometry. You can look at the edges are almost perfectly even, symmetrical. And if anything, there's like just a shade off there. And again, just a shade. I'm talking, if you want to be really nitpicky. But I mean, just beautiful grinds. Almost a mirror polish from the fact, I mean, you not mirror polish, but you know, very, very high quality grinds right from the factory. And I don't know, you might call that a mirror polish. I could probably read something off of it, but very fine grind right from the factory. Very good tip. We can get those grinds looking a little bit better there. Beautiful stone wash on the blade. Get in closer here and take a look at this wood. Ignore my ugly fingernails. Just a beautiful knife. I believe it is all T8 hardware. T8's there. I think the back one's way bigger. I mean, the back one's definitely, it's like a T10, T15. Not T10, it's like a T15 or T20 maybe. So again, like I said, I've had it since I bought it, and you know, brand new at the SHOT Show. I've carried this probably more than just about any of my OTFs. Usually I am carrying, you know, you guys know I do, you know, daily carry posts, where I was showing a different folder or whatever, but that's typically not all I'm carrying. Those are just what I'm highlighting. So even when I'm carrying just a standard folder, I will typically carry an OTF with me, just because I wear gloves at work. and it's easier to open and close an OTF wearing gloves. And they're fun to fidget with too, so I can kind of fidget with them at work. I don't have to worry about taking my gloves off or anything like that. And you can hear, I mean, just this thing just, it sounds solid. I mean, and it feels solid. It's well built. I have nothing bad to say about this knife. Absolutely nothing. I cannot find a single flaw, period, bar none, about this knife. Even like I thought, so when I knew that Hogue was going to be doing these for a Blade show, my first thought was they're going to be too slippery. They're going to be too slick because that's a really high polished Cocobolo. But because of the milling that they put in the wood, and even how they did it, so you see you got the milling that goes vertical and horizontal, and it's a swirl, but you have those vertical millings there. But even so, I mean, it's just it gives you enough grip that it's not, you don't feel like you're going to drop it, and it gives it that texture that you need. And then the jimping, whatever you want to call it, the milling on the sides gives plenty. And then even the pocket clip, when you have it in your hand, the pocket clip kind of, the way they have the pocket clip rounded here, it still just kind of sits in your hand just right. It's one of the most comfortable OTFs I own. It's one of three makers that I am wholeheartedly behind as far as an OTF. My buddy Shane with Takcom, his designs and his OTS are all amazing. They're great. And then Guardian Tactical has, probably one of the smoothest actuators of any OTF I've ever messed with. And then, these guys here, this just, it just fires out like a rocket. And it's, again, it's probably got all kinds of pocket lint and gunk up in there. God only knows. I haven't taken it apart. I haven't had to re-lube it. I haven't had to clean it. I haven't had to do anything. I know that day will come, and I honestly, with this thing, I probably won't do it myself. I don't want to take the chance of cracking the wood or anything like that due to negligence. So this will probably be something that I'll send off. Send to Hogue if it gets gets gummed up or anything. I'll send to them, let them clean it up and sharpen it up for me and bring it back. I hate sharpening double-edged knives. It always gives me the heebie-jeebies because I'm always worried that I'm gonna mess up the edge bevels or anything on that. That being said, I've done it before, but it's not necessarily something that I want to do. So this is one that, when I'm gonna use it. I'm not gonna abuse it. I'm gonna use it and love it and make sure that it's in my forever collection. This is a knife that will never leave my collection. I'll sell my car before I sell this knife, kind of thing. I've got more than one car, but I don't have more than one of these, and I can't replace this, so I can buy another car. So if it got to the point where I had to sell this, it would probably be my car. And some people are going to think that's stupid, and hey, that's fine. Everybody has their opinions. They're just like buttholes. Everybody's got one. But yeah, so this is it. This is probably I'd say this is one of my top 3 in my entire collection. This is the Counterstrike was kind of a grail knife for me, and then they came out with this one, so then this became a grail OTF for me. I didn't think I was, like I said, I didn't think I was going to buy one, and then I dealt with, and I wish I could remember the gentleman's name who I talked with, because I was at the booth for 45 minutes or so talking to this gentleman. I wish I could remember his name, because I really appreciate him taking the time and speaking with me on a very busy day at a very busy booth. But he treated me like I was, like I deserved to be there. He treated me like I belonged there. He didn't question whether or not I could afford the knife. He didn't question whether or not I should be looking at, you know, like I said, I think there were 6 knives on the table at $400 a pop. So, you know, I mean, that's a lot of money sitting there on the table. And, you know, he let me pick up and fondle and drool over all 6 of them. And, yeah, I really appreciate that for him. So, and because of that, they made a sale, and they were already you know, kind of one of my favorite knife brands anyway. The Deca, in my opinion, is one of the best knives you can buy for the $130 price range. And you know, that's something I'm willing to go to bat for. We'll go over some specs on this thing here. So your blade length, you're at 3.5 inches total from tip to the edge of the handle. Cutting length is probably 3 1/4, give or take. Handle, you're 4 3/4, give or take on the handle. Close enough there. Now the weight is going to be a little different than the standard Counterstrike. The other thing I want to get is I actually really want the carbon fiber Counterstrike, because I think that thing is gorgeous too. So I may end up trying to get one of those before too long. But so I know the weight on this is going to be a little bit different than that. But the weight on the wood one here is 2.7 ounces. So let's see if I can. There you go, 2.7 ounces. So extremely lightweight for what you're getting, the cutting power you're getting with this thing. It's just, you throw it in your pocket, and it's like it doesn't even exist. You know, sub 3 ounce, over 3 inches of, well, technically 6 inches of blade, because you've got the double dagger, you know, the double edge there. Beautiful Cocobolo and aluminum. You can reverse the pocket clip. I've not done it. I typically will carry my OTS in my left pocket. Or my OTS are the only knife I will carry in my left pocket. Let me rephrase that. I am left-handed, but I typically carry everything in my right hand, in my right pocket, just because I've said it in previous videos. Growing up, there weren't left-handed knives, so I had to learn to manipulate everything with my right hand, and that's just kind of how I've stayed. All my knives are right-handed. But with OTFs, I will put them on the left side. This one I don't, because again, I don't really want to mar up the wood if I can help it. But yeah, so that's it, guys. You know, if y'all have any questions or anything, I've said this before in previous videos. You know, if you guys have any suggestions on something that you guys want to see on the channel, again, I don't have unlimited funds. Shit, right now I don't have any funds really. Things have gotten really tight with work and things. So hopefully things will turn around towards the end of the year, the beginning of next year. But if not, then hey, we'll keep on keeping on. But if there's something you guys want to see, there's a chance I may have it, and I just haven't showed it on the channel, or there's a chance I can probably get it. I do have, you know, speaking of Shane with Takcom, he had a couple of knives that I've never gotten a chance to get my hands on. So he's going to send some up. They're all users, so I mean, it's not anything that's crazy. But he's going to send some stuff up that I've been wanting to get my hands on. So we'll have some great content here for the next upcoming weeks. Yeah, I've said it in other videos, but be kind, stay wild. He's doing a Christmas raffle. I think they're calling it. To give underprivileged kids Christmases. So we're definitely, that's a great cause. I'm standing behind that 110%. So his links will always, until it's over with, his links will be the top links, and all of my videos will be the links to Be Kind, Stay Wild, his website and Instagram. As always, check out all my other friends here. You know, you guys see them in the background in every video. You know, these are people that have, you know, stood by me, have helped me out, have, you know, shown some love, and are just awesome people in the community. You got Crispy Donut Community, Colin's Crazy Creations, Zach Stuff, Do Something Kind for Someone. You got Be Kind, Stay Wild, EDC Roundtable, Vosteed, Obuy, Olight, Basement Bench Brand, everybody else, Leather Creations, Ozark Edgy, Takcom, and Tac Knives. You know, their links are all in the descriptions. 90% of them, I get nothing from them. I'm just trying to get people's names out there. My affiliate links, I do have affiliate links with Olight and Obuy. If you guys want to buy something from them, I really appreciate it. If you just click the link to go through. If you don't, hey, you don't. It is what it is. I just want to get more stuff to be able to show you guys and be able to pay it forward. So I'm going to keep trying to do that even without that. But if you guys want to help out, I appreciate it. But again, we love you guys. As always, be kind, be humble, and be EDC. Take care.